I'm going to get started, and there won't be any PowerPoint slides here. We're going right to the source, National RTAP, which is nationalrtap.org. I'm Cara Marcus, the Resource Center Manager from National RTAP, and I'm very excited to be here at TransitCon. Thank you, Hayden, and everybody for having us to introduce you to National RTAP. Now, I saw some familiar names and some new names, so whether you have used National RTAP before or whether it's completely new to you, this presentation should answer a lot of questions. We are a training and technical assistance center of Federal Transit Administration, FTA, and we are also part of a cooperative agreement with Neponset Valley Transportation Management Association. Our headquarters are in Woburn, Massachusetts, which is a little bit north of Boston, and we have our executive offices in Washington, D.C., and we also have a number of remote staff in different areas. We service the transit industry throughout the U.S. and our territories, and that means rural and tribal transit, as well as state RTAP programs, university researchers, state dots, and many others. So you'll see when you go to our site, a couple of buttons up at the top. You can contact us anytime, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. through chat, through email, or through phone. If it's by email or phone, you'll probably get me. And if it's for chat, you can chat with the Resource Center, or you can chat with Elearning or our technical support if you have questions about our website or our apps. So, some things that I would like to point out. You saw some buttons at the top. We have buttons at the middle for some of our most popular pages. Of course, everybody's looking for COVID information. That's right, center. And every month we have a different featured resource. So if you come on tomorrow, it's the first of the month, you'll see a different featured resource. We also have a calendar, and we keep this very up to date. You'll see TransitCon, of course, is the only thing happening on Sunday. But if you want this calendar that has every event I can possibly find that relates to transit, if you click on the calendar, you will get a copy code, and for free, you can put this calendar on your own website to offer your users a calendar. So I want to show you our staff page. We have a wonderful staff, and you can contact any of us. If you click on us, you will see our contact information, what we do, and learn a little bit more about us. We also always want to take the time to thank our review board. Here's a picture of our review board at our most recent in-person meeting, but we're still meeting virtually twice a year. In fact, we're planning our spring meeting. So you in the future might want to consider being on the National RTAP Review Board if you are a transit manager servicing rural areas. We are very, very busy reviewing all kinds of resources, which you'll see on our site, and guiding our vision. Also and about, you can get to our connect with us. We have a robust social media platform and partners throughout the United States, a site indexed if you get lost, but we'd rather you just contact us and we'll help you get found. ENews comes out every other week. There's going to be one this Thursday. And if you sign up, you'll get not only our newsletter, but you can sign up for new events, new products, tribal transit focused e-news, and/or information about our upcoming podcast, which will be called RTAP Go. So you can subscribe to any or all of the above. We just finished an e-news archive. So if you are interested in our history all the way back to 1987, Go down to the bottom of this page, go to the archive, and you can read our first e-newses. We also have news about National RTAP, our next conference. We don't really know when our next in-person conference will be. We are hoping to be at RIBTIC, which is planned for October 2021 in Charleston, South Carolina. So if we're able to go, we do hope to see you there. Every summer, we hold a contest. In 2020, we had a Rural Transit Heroes photo contest, and we'll be, if you subscribe to our newsletter, telling you in a couple of months what our contest will be. Now, like I said, we started in 1987, actually July 1st. So in July, every year now, we celebrate Rural Transit Day. So all of you who are involved in rural transit, this is a great day to celebrate your drivers, your staff, your passengers. We'll have a lot going on, and we hope you get involved. We also have best practices spotlights. Please take a look at those, and we're going to be announcing our next one in our upcoming e-news, so I'm not going to tell you ahead. Resource library, that's my domain. Now we have over 700 very, very carefully selected resources. They're all free, they're all full text, and the best part of it is, for our resources, which are about 200 of those, you can request to have them shipped to you. You can download them in full text. For the shippable ones, some of them are books, like the pictures you see above. Some are discs, and something brand new we started, we can ship you some of our large files now on thumb drives. So we really try to make it easy for you. So our last presentation in Ohio. Gleamed a word, Paratransit. You'll see we have lots and lots, 32 really, really good and very, very current resources on this topic. And if you see a download, it means it's ours. If you see a card, it's ours. And if not, you can go to the link. You can also sign up for a free cloud account right up here. And you can favorite it, and you can really do whatever you need to do. If you only want to see what we have on Paratransit, click on that. And I'm taking you right to COVID information. We've been working very, very hard to bring you up-to-date COVID information. It's updated on a monthly, sometimes more frequent basis. We have a technical brief, which is really everything that is known about COVID at this time. Statistics, prevention and treatment, vaccines, etc. We have a best practices spotlight article just on COVID. A topic guide with carefully selected links, FAQs. We have information on COVID just for ADA, Transit Manager's Toolkit section. We have a video in our e-learning section, and plexiglass shield examples. Peer assistance, we've held several calls where transit experts are able to talk about what they've done in terms of best practices for COVID, and we plan to continue these. So again, if you get our newsletter, you'll know when the next ones are, or I'll show you when we get to another tab. Rural INTD, if you are rural and you don't want the whole National Transit Database, you can sign up for a free account for this, and you'll get just a rural subset of the National Transit Database. It's very easy to use. We have topic guides on a number of topics. They're updated regularly. ADA, alternative fuels, bloodborne pathogens. You can get to them, pretty much everything from center links, and left navigation. One of the newest things that we are so excited about is TACKLE. TACKLE is the Transportation Technical Assistance Coordination Library. Now, like I said, we're an FTA Technical Assistance Center, and we're one of 5. There's NADTC, NCAT, NCMM, and some key. So we all have contributed to TACKLE, and it's starting out and growing. So I'm not going to show you TACKLE because we're having a training just on that. And if you go to our either TACKLE page or our webinars page, you can sign up for that. And it's all about transportation coordination. Again, just like our library, it's completely full text and it's free. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned, I know I did about the calendar. You can also have a link to our resource library. We have a code. So if you want people on anywhere on your website to search for any of our resources, just copy the code and do that. So I mentioned e-learning. A lot of you might already have accounts. It'll open up in a new window. Like everything, we're always adding new courses. We have some of our signature courses, To the Point, START, substance abuse, which is required. And then we've started adding more and more from partner organizations. Again, this is completely free. We have a great support team if you have questions about it. And people who take e-learning courses will get certificates. So it's a good way if you're giving training to keep track of what your learners are learning about. Also in training, we have a directory of trainers. Whether you're looking for a training organization or an actual trainer to train personally, on-site or virtually, we have it stratified by FTA regions. And you can look by state to see trainers in your area. And you can also search. So if you're looking for, say, a trainer on safety, you'll find a number of them. And click on Detailed View, and then you can directly get in touch with the trainer. And toolkits, we mentioned that before. These we're also updating. We just updated the Transit Manager's Toolkit. All kinds of new pages, page on communicating with the public, succession planning, telecommuting, every single thing a rural or tribal transit manager needs to know, you can find in here. Lots of links, lots of resources, lots of guidance from the field. Our other toolkits, ADA, if you're planning a rodeo, how to find anything toolkit, that was just updated and will be announced soon. Marketing has all kinds of free graphics and photos for your own website or really anything you want. And the State RTAP Manager's Toolkit. So web apps, some of you might already be users. This is a different login than the e-learning. This is a cloud login. It's also free. We have a very easy to use cost allocation calculator in Excel and Access version. GTFS Builder is available to help your transit organization build those beautiful maps and routes and put them on your own website or the internet. It gives you all the tools and spreadsheets that you need. Procurement Pro will help you build a compliant procurement with the required certificates and assurances. Federal, and last year we added state specific. There are a couple of states like North Carolina where you'll also get your state documents that you need to build your procurement. And Website Builder. I've said everything is free. If you're a rural or tribal transit agency or a state RTAP program, you too can have a beautiful free website. And for all of these, we have videos, we have guides on how to use them, and we have great support staff. Webinars. A number of things are coming up on the pipeline. Cybersecurity 101. We know that there's been a lot of problems with that. Unfortunately, over the past year, there's been cyber attacks. So register for that. As with everything, all our webinars are completely free. This one I'm giving, Relax, a special stress management workshop from National RTAP. So just like there's been cyber attacks, there's been no end to the stress over the past year. So this is something to get you started relaxing and managing your stress. And I mentioned Tackle. So all of our webinars are recorded. You can also download the PowerPoints. They're not copyrighted. If you want to give any of the training, like we just did a wonderful one on rural transit planning in the time of COVID and beyond, you are certainly welcome to use them in any way you want to train your own staff. You don't have to ask for permission. Peer roundtables and chats. We're very, very social. Peer roundtables are informal. People who want to talk can, people who want to listen can. We have them for a number of audiences. This will be our first intercity one. So we really do hope to have a lot of you at that. We'll be not only talking about intercity, but sort of shaping how we're going to really plan our training for years to come on intercity, starting off with this peer roundtable. And our chats are all on Twitter. So this one is a return engagement of our climate change and climate transit Twitter chat. We certainly hope you join us for this very important topic. Even if you were on last year, I'm sure this year we will have a lot of different things to talk about. Now, you can request assistance. I certainly explained it up at the top: chat, email, call. Certainly come to see us when we're open again after COVID for visitors. We love to give tours of our facility and especially our library. And you can request assistance through a form if you have an in-depth technical assistance request. We really do want to help you, and we're here for you. We have a big section on our website just for tribal transit organizations and agencies. We link to FTA, the TTAP. We have a topic guide about tribal transit. When we have conferences, we give tribal awards. We have a page that's part of our transit management toolkit about engaging with tribes, which is for any transit agency who would like to or plans to engage with tribes. And again, you can request peer assistance. For the state RTAP programs, we have a directory which works very similarly to our training directory. You can search for the RTAP manager in your state or territory, and they are really, really helpful people. So if you have a state-specific question, or after you've talked to us, you want to talk to them, or even before, we hope you get in touch with them. So we've really gone through everything, and I'm going to stop the share. And I see there are a couple of chat questions.